This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Jihaad Campbell. Yes, there's been a lot of Jihaad Campbell content, but he's not an edge, and it's coming from a reliable reporter. Also, we got to talk about Mukuba, and his tape is amazing. But I'm going to point out one flaw nobody's talking about. And lastly, we got to talk about Ty Robinson, man. This dude is a game wrecker, but let's get straight into it. All right, man, no quick hits. We got to get straight into it, man. I got to be up early in the morning with the kids, getting them to school. So we're going to make this a little quick. So let's talk about Jihaad Campbell. So Jihaad Campbell, you know, a lot of you guys was going back and forth with me because we all love N'Kobe Dean, right? We all love him. And I was like, yo, when he got drafted, N'Kobe Dean is in trouble because he's an inside linebacker. Y'all kept saying, no, he's going to convert to edge. Did you listen to Howie Roseman? First of all, when do we listen to Howie Roseman when it comes to the defensive side? You know why I asked that? He said Zach Bond is a special teams guy and an edge guy. That's what he's going to be. Vic Fangio was like, nah, he's an inside linebacker. And you know what? Since then, Howie Roseman gave the keys to Vic Fangio. He gave the keys to him. So I'm like, far as what I've been seeing, he played majority of his snaps as inside linebacker and then defensive edge. The numbers, according to Brandon Lee Gowton and PFF, you see it. He was definitely a linebacker. But you guys kept arguing with me like, no, N'Kobe Dean's not going anywhere. And this, that, and the third. I'm like, look, it's N'Kobe Dean contract year. And let's be honest, are we going to really have a real conversation? When N'Kobe Dean got hurt, what was the drop off between him and Oren Burks? Both guys played great. Both of them. There was no real drop off. So I'm just telling you, man, N'Kobe Dean, you got to find this replacement now. It's because you know he's possibly not going to get paid by us. So I think Jahad Campbell is that replacement. And according to Fran Duffy, who's been plugged in with the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is what he had to say about Jahad Campbell not playing edge. So Fran Duffy on Jahad Campbell role on the Eagles. My understanding from conversations I had in the last few days, it is that it's going to be off ball linebacker first, and then we'll see what happens from there. So this is what it tells me. He's going to be hybrid. And come on, guys, let's use our common sense. You sign Joshua O'Shea. You sign Aziz Ojolari. You got Nolan Smith. You have Jalen Hunt. You have who else? Patrick Johnson, who signed back. It's a couple guys you have as edge. Well, a lot of guys. But the linebackers you have, what? Dallas Grant. Do you guys even know who that is? No, y'all don't. I promise you, y'all don't know who that is. Baron Sumaran, who's converted to a fullback. You have Trotter Jr., Zach Bond, and the Kobe Dean, who's not going to come back to midseason. I'm just saying you had to draft a linebacker. Oh yeah, I can't forget about Smile Monday Jr., who we drafted as well. So your linebacker room needs some help. And I think Jahad Campbell will be that help for the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's stop the talk like he's gonna be primarily edge. He's not. He's not. And again, the conversation is gonna be around the Kobe Dean. Will he be here for the foreseeable future? And I just don't see it. Even with Trotter Jr. being here, I just don't see it. Now, N'Kobe Dean is going to have a good career. I just don't think he's getting a new contract unless it's going to be really, really cheap because he's going to come here to be a backup. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, and I'm keeping it real. N'Kobe Dean is in trouble. It just is what it is. Gotta acknowledge the facts, man. You just gotta acknowledge it, all right? So let's get into this next topic. Mukuba. Mukuba, been watching his tape. He looked really good. Even according to Greg Cosell, he said he watched this tape and it's amazing. But let me play this clip.
I love this guy's tape. Loved it. The only issue with him, in my view, is he's 5'11", 186. and you don't see a lot of safeties at 186. I mean, this guy is twitchy. He's got sudden athleticism. He's decisive with his reactions. Um, he's really smooth. He can change direction, but he's got a really lean frame, and that's going to be a conversation in draft meetings. And he plays a really physical game. I mean, this guy is, he wants to come down and hit you. But, again, he's 186. He's small, and he looks small. To me, he can certainly play cover 4 quarters. I think those teams will see him as a viable and valuable safety prospect because he can be effective on the back end in the pass game.
I couldn't agree more. If you had anything to worry about, it is his size. But a lot of people are not talking about him missing tackles. So you guys been on my guy Sidney Brown, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Those dudes missing tackles. But there's a stat out there that he missed about 13% or a little under 13% of his tackles. Mukuba, and I'm not trying to bash him, but I'm saying those things we have to worry about at the NFL level, especially you coming in, I think 186. I think pro day he bulked up to 194. He got a tackle. And I think Vic Fangio could fix it for sure. He can fix it, but if he don't, who's to say Sidney Brown can't get the spot? Sidney Brown's 5'11", 220 right now, or 215 right now. Without training camp, without any of that. I'm not trying to make this a Mukuba versus Sidney Brown thing, even though it's going to be that in training camp. Don't rush this dude into being some all-pro, generational type guy. He's a rookie. He's going to have to learn. He's going to have to develop. Now, again, the things I seen on tape, it looked amazing. It looked good. It looked like it's going to translate. But the missing tackles and being small is a huge worry of mine. It really is. But Vic Fangio drafted him in the second round. Couldn't skip over him. He drafted him over Watts and Winston Jr. Vic Fangio sees something. So I got to see what he see. Or hell, I am seeing what he's seeing. I'm also seeing the negatives, man. So we're going to watch Mukuba versus the Sidney Brown thing. It's going to be fun to watch. Hell, both of them going to be here for the future. Because I don't know what's going to happen with Reed Blankenship. Do Reed Blankenship get the bag? That's something we're not really talking about. I know we stuck on Jordan Davis. What's going to happen in the next few days? But Reed Blankenship is a big one too. Who's on a 1-year deal. So we'll see. Because, hell, in the future, it might just be Mukuba and Sidney Brown. So we will see. We will definitely see, man. But Mukuba is a dog. I'm not trying to downplay him. He is a dog. But those missing tackles, man, we got to watch that. We definitely going to watch that, especially during, like, the preseason. We don't really tackle as much in training camp, so we're not going to see that too much. But we just got to watch. We just got to watch. We got to talk about Ty Robinson, man. I was watching his tape, and I'm going to let it play as I talk. Just all the sacks he got, during college, the 7 sacks. And this dude, he can line up anywhere. He reminds me of Milton Williams so much. It's crazy. Like, edge, over the center, over the guard. It doesn't matter. Over the tackle. It does not matter. This dude is a wreck. And this him playing at 6'6". I believe he was 310. But he lost weight for, I believe, the combine. He dropped down to 288. If he could get back to that 300 and move like that at the NFL level, this dude is an absolute dog. He's an absolute dog, man. And again, the perfect replacement for Milton Williams. I know a lot of people counting Jordan Davis days because we got Ty Robinson. I wouldn't say that. I would just say Ty Robinson is just a perfect replacement for Milton Williams. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I won't be surprised if he's starting over Mauro Jomo. I would not be surprised we go into the season and Ty Robinson is starting. Even though starters really don't matter on our defensive line, we rotate so much. But I won't be surprised if he out there on that first snap because Ty Robinson is that good. And I remember I was watching a Milton Williams interview. I think it was with Chris Long. And he said the way Vic Fangio let them play on the line, he really just let them roam, like free roam. Like, hey, just go get the quarterback. You don't gotta do all this, all that. And the line just communicate with each other. Like you'll see Jalen Carter talk to whoever's next to him on the edge, or you used to see Mel Williams talk to whoever's next to him on the edge. They'll watch the guards and the tackles, and you've seen that infamous clip where he was like, he's like Jalen Carter. That's just them communicating to each other. So Vic Fangio let them do basically whatever at the edge and at the line. So you had Ty Robinson free roaming like that can get really, really spooky. But let me play a clip from Baldy. I know you guys probably seen it a million times, but let's just break down his game.
The Eagles' fourth round pick, Ty Robinson. Remember, they got to replace Milton Williams. And Ty Robinson kind of reminds you of Milton Williams. Big and powerful and splits that double team and gets to the quarterback. I mean, that's his move. Like, he's all about power. But here he is on top of the nose. He can play anywhere. He can play the zero technique right here. So what I love about him, though, is he plays the game with violence. Real violence, the way the game's supposed to be played. You get the running back, take his head off. Plant him into the turf. Make him feel your punch. All right, you watch him right here. Here he is on the inside four-eye. All right, three technique, inside four-eye. UCLA is going to try to double him. All right, guard is going to slide over there with him in the center. Watch him split it, taking down the quarterback. Now, the lifeblood of any defensive lineman in any system at any level. Retrace your steps, find the ball, get to the ball. Good things happen when you do. 6'6", 290, runs in the 4.8s. I remember seeing him at the combine. Matt Rule coached him. Matt Rule went to the combine Indy to support him. Like, that's it. Ty Robinson. It's a good pick in the fourth round. I think they got themselves a real player.
That's the dude you get, man. That's the guy you get. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel? Jihaad Campbell, it's not an edge. Also, Mukuba. Yeah, he's like that, but we just got to watch some things, see if he bulk up, and Ty Robinson. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.